Yo, what's up guys? It's Devilicious here, back again from server 121. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at something which is called Alchemy Stones. Now, this is an interesting find for me, which I think is very important. And having spent a decent amount of time looking for artifacts, it's important to share some of the key information with you guys as well. So basically there are different types of artifacts that you can get for different types of immortals, and if you go into your forge, you can see that there are a multitude of artifacts here on the left hand side. Everything that's in green, blue, purple and orange essentially are forgeable artifacts, and then there are different types of artifacts. So for example, here you've got the wood of the altar, which is a ranged immortal artifact. It can go on any ranged character. And then you have exclusive artifacts, which are specific artifacts. As you can see here, Shocker's exclusive artifact. These are artifacts that can go on to specific champions or immortals that can significantly boost their overall performance. And underneath here, you can see specific artifacts that you would be able to kind of obtain through different events in game, and this is for different immortals that you may be trying to build, including Arash, for example, or here you've got Cleopatra. So different artifacts are obtained in different methods or different ways. But today we're going to be looking at something which is at least important to me, and this is how do you reborn an artifact. So when you go into the Alchemy lab, in the recent update from Infinity Kingdom, they added a fourth option down the bottom here, which is called Artifact Reborn, and I've got one here that I'm going to reborn today. Now, this is a forgotten poem, which is a magic immortal artifact. It can go on to any kind of magic immortal or any immortal that utilizes magic, and you'll see here that if you want to reborn, you can get the original artifact back. You can get all of the artifacts that you've used to develop this particular artifact, and then you can also get the gold back as well. And underneath the gold, you'll see that there is a little orange icon in 6 out of 6, and this is actually called an Alchemy Stone. Now, it took me a little while to figure out where to actually go to get an Alchemy Stone, and thanks to a Yami, also known as Butterfly, I was able to find out that Alchemy Stones can be purchased in the Blessing of Triss event. Every time you make a wish, you get these cool little Cinder of Wish items, and this is used to buy items at the Wish shop. And this is where you actually can purchase specific skills in the skill tree or in the Tower of Knowledge to expand or strengthen your immortals. And in particular, I'm trying to get this one here. I'm only 2 off, so hopefully we'll be able to get that next round of Triss. You can also utilize these wishes, these cinder shards, I guess, to get different artifacts. So for example, if you wanted to get Baldwin's artifact, for example, or here you've got Siegfried's artifact, you would be able to get these directly from the Wish shop. But as you scroll down, you'll find that here is the Alchemy Stone. So if you are planning to reborn an artifact, for example, for an epic artifact like the one that we just looked at, you'll need 6, and for exclusive artifacts you will need a total of 8 Alchemy Stones to be able to reborn. Now, this is really important because obviously when you use artifacts to develop your artifacts, for example here, if I wanted to for example, I wanted to develop one of my artifacts, I can go in here and I can say, okay, well, I want to develop this from 2 stars to 3 stars. And then here it says, okay, well, you need to input 3 artifacts to kind of develop it to that 3rd star, and so on and so forth. As you develop, you get better bonuses as well on particular immortal artifacts. But obviously it's a pretty big investment, and you're also using a relatively large amount of artifacts, which do actually require a huge amount of RSS or resources. So we're just going to go back into the Alchemy lab, and I've got one here which I'm not actually using. I want to get my gold back. I want to get my 6 forgotten poems back, as well as return this back to its original standard with 0 stars. And to do that, I've gone ahead and I've purchased 6 of the Alchemy stones. And I'm just going to tap on the reborn option here. And that will reborn, and it will deliver, basically give me all of that gold back, as you can see here, the 4.8 million, and then all of those artifacts now come back. So then when you go into, for example, here, and you want to develop this particular artifact, you'll find that all of the artifacts that you've used previously are now back in your artifact backpack. And then you can utilize these to kind of develop artifacts further. So this is a quick introduction to the Alchemy stones and reborning artifacts. I hope you found it useful and insightful, and I wish you guys the best of luck in finding those incredibly powerful artifacts that are out there. Bye for now.